At the heart of journalism is the presenting of facts, the reporting of facts, and presenting correct information. They say that a photograph is worth 1,000 words. So then, why do we need a caption? Today, we are going to talk about writing captions for photographs, which is an important skill that we need to develop as a photojournalist. We have with us Mr. Desikan Krishnan, and we are going to speak with him and find out from his experiences and insights. Sir, can you tell us that why captions are important? Why do we need captions for photographs?
As you mentioned, yes, a photograph is worth 1,000 words, but not every photograph. Maybe a photograph of a flower or a sunrise or a sunset or an evening by the beach could be worth 1,000 words, depending on how they are composed. But news pictures especially, they mean nothing without that few lines of caption connecting it. Not only the captions, but also the way it's written, the information it gives, all that is essential for a news picture. Otherwise, there will not be a connect, because news pictures are different from the basic wildlife photograph or a scenery or anything which may be worth 1,000 words. But to repeat again, news pictures will be worth nothing if there is no caption. Maybe immediately after the event people might connect, but if you look at it, maybe even 1 month down the line or 5 years down the line or 10 years down the line, it makes no sense to have a picture without a caption or the relevant details.
I think what Sir said was very important, that the context is given by the words, because without the context, that picture would have nothing to tell a person much ahead of time when the event is over on what exactly happened. So now, let's ask Sir the next question. Sir, what are the elements or the details that you would look for in a caption?
A caption should be as short as possible and at the same time give all the relevant details. The most important things are the 4 W's.
What, when, where, and who. All of us who are preparing to be journalists know that these questions are important. So, Sir, tell us why these 4 W's are important.
Now, these 4 W's could be in any order, because every news organization and every news agency have their own style of caption writing. It is not necessary to follow this order, but in whatever order, all the 4 W's would be there or should be there, because one, definitely for archival purposes, if not for immediate use, yes, as I said earlier, people can connect, but for archival purposes in a news library, all these information is required, whether the picture is going to be used or not.
So, the next takeaway we have from the input by Sir is that the same principles that hold for journalism also hold true for photojournalism. Even though we are taking photographs, we have to be alert and we have to get the information that gives context and meaning to our photographs. So, from here, the next question that we like to ask is that, Sir, who writes the captions?
The initial information is given by the photographer, because he is the one on the spot. He would probably sit down with the correspondent who is doing the story and write out the basic caption, which would contain all the 4 W's. It's a duty of the desk to rewrite the caption, because some photographers may not have the writing skills. They could just present the facts or present the details. Caption writing is an art. It can either lift a picture or kill the picture. Just like cropping can lift a picture or kill the picture, captions can also do that. So, it's a duty of the desk or the sub-editor or the editor in the desk to verify facts which is given by the photographer, and then write a meaningful caption which would be attractive, which could be short, and which would also give all the information.
Another question I would like to ask here for the benefit of students that yes, the desk is responsible for finally giving the shape to the caption in the, in the form that the readers will see it. However, the facts that are given to the desk are by the photographer. So what is the responsibility of the photographer in giving the correct information so that the captions are factual and have the necessary information, like we talked about the 4 W's in there. The photographer is not only taking a photograph then, in a sense the photographer is also a reporter. Would you like to comment on this?
In a sense, yes. That's why we call him a photojournalist. We don't call a newspaper photographer, it's called a photojournalist. And he has also got the responsibility or the duty on checking facts, cross-checking facts. Now information is available on the internet. If you want to write about the population, yes, there is information on the net. If you want to write on any subject, the basic information is there on the internet, or he could consult his colleagues, the reporter who is there. Now what he has to take care is the designation, especially when it's people's pictures, ministers' pictures. Their spelling should be right, their designation should be right, the initials should be right. These are the things which a good photojournalist should take care when he is writing down the captions, and at the same time, if he is not able to do it, he should over a period of time try and improve his skills. Otherwise, he is going to be left behind. Nowadays, writing caption, because you may be shooting pictures where there are no reporters around, you might have to give all the information. So unless you are able to do that, you are going to be left behind. So you have to improve. A photojournalist, if you want to call yourself a photojournalist, you got to improve your writing skills.
What we are talking about is being multi-skilled, or being capable of doing different tasks at the same time. Not only are we going to a location and getting a photograph, but we are also getting the background information that will help people to make sense of the photograph that would be published along with the caption. Now we invite you to look at some of the photographs taken by Mr. Desikan Krishnan, and how along with the photographs he has prepared certain captions which give context and meaning to the photographs. Let us now look at a section of examples, and then we can see more precisely and more clearly how photo captions are written.
What do you make of this photograph? There is no caption. So what is it? Yes, school children, some of them carrying school bags, you can identify them as school children. But what are they doing? Where is it taken? So all these information is required to make it a meaningful photograph. Just by using this photograph without a caption, I don't think anybody is going to have even a second look at it, unless there is a context. Now let's have a look at what the photograph is all about, what the 3 or 4 lines of caption adds value to the picture.
Photo caption: Dholavira, Gujarat, India, Monday, April 22, 2013. School children come out of their classrooms at Dholavira, a remote village in Gujarat, near the Harappan excavation site on Monday. The children were excited to see a group of photojournalists who had come to document the site.
Now if you look at the caption, all the 4 W's are there. Dholavira, where, the date line is given, when, what is also there, the school children coming in to have a look, and then there is another word over there, India. It is necessary because you are going international. Internationally people are seeing, they may not know, someone in Kenya may not know where Dholavira, in which country Dholavira is. So you got to give the country's name, and also if you notice the day of the week. This is given because of international time zones. So differentiate from the international time zones, the day of the week is also essential along with the date.
Let's see the next photograph, and let's see if you can make out what the picture is about without knowing the photo caption.
Yes, there is no caption for the picture. How many words would you give it? 1000? Definitely no. 100, 200, 500, yeah. So without the caption, it means nothing. You know it's a villager, yes. Apart from that, you do not know what it is. Now let's find out what it is all about.
Kutch, Gujarat, India, Tuesday, April 23, 2013. A villager carrying his goods to the market on Tuesday. People in remote villages have to walk over 10 kilometers to reach the market, either to sell their goods or buy their provisions.
A very simple two-line caption, but it gives you so much information. Apart from the 4 W's, it tells you about conditions in Indian villages, the difficulties people face, the hardship people face, even to get their provisions. They have to walk 10 kilometers. There is absolutely no transportation. Most of them walk to the market and walk back. So just a simple photograph which shows the background arid desert like area and connecting 2 lines which gives you a lot of information if you really look into it. So this is a very good caption given in the shortest or number of words, which conveys much more than 1,000 words.
In this video, we understood why captions are necessary for our photographs as photojournalists. In the next video, we are going to see more examples of photographs and captions writing with Mr. Desikan Krishnan.